What if I told you that many bad financial decisions are not caused by lack of effort, but by lack of understanding of statistics? A lot of people work hard. A lot of people save money. A lot of people invest. But without understanding risk, probability, averages, trends, and variability, people can still make poor financial choices. And that is where statistics comes in. Statistics is not just numbers on paper. It is one of the most powerful tools for making smarter financial decisions. Whether you are a student, investor, business owner, teacher, or everyday person trying to manage money wisely, understanding statistics can help you move from guessing to knowing. In today's video, we are going to talk about the relationship between statistics and finance, why it matters, and how you can start using data to make better money decisions. So stay with me, because this topic can literally change the way you think about money. Hello and welcome back. If you are interested in mathematics, financial literacy, smart decision-making, and real-life learning that helps you grow, you are in the right place. Today, we are talking about a very important topic: statistics and finance. Now, when some people hear the word statistics, they immediately think, oh, that sounds difficult. Or, that is for researchers, economists, or analysts. But the truth is, statistics affects your financial life every single day. Every time you create a budget, track your spending, compare interest rates, analyze investment returns, review business profits, or study market trends, you are already dealing with statistics. You may not call it statistics, but that is exactly what it is. So let us break it down in a simple and practical way. Statistics is the science of collecting, organizing, analyzing, interpreting, and presenting data. In simple terms, statistics helps us make sense of information. It helps us answer questions like, what is happening? Why is it happening? What is likely to happen next? And how sure are we about the result? That is powerful. Because in finance, decisions should not be based only on emotions. They should be based on evidence. And evidence comes from data. So when you combine statistics with finance, you create a stronger foundation for decision-making. Finance is the management of money. It includes saving, budgeting, investing, borrowing, lending, planning, managing risk, and growing wealth. Finance is personal, professional, and global. On a personal level, finance helps individuals make choices about income, spending, debt, savings, and retirement. On a business level, finance helps organizations make decisions about profit, costs, growth, and investment. On a larger scale, finance influences markets, economies, and government policy. But here is the key. Finance without analysis can become emotional. Finance without statistics can become guesswork. That is why statistics matters so much. So now that we understand what statistics is and what finance is, let us talk about how they work together in real life. This is where it gets interesting. 1. Statistics helps measure risk. One of the most important ideas in finance is risk. Risk is the possibility that an outcome may not go the way you expect. For example, an investment may lose value. A business may not meet sales targets. A borrower may fail to repay a loan. Or prices may change unexpectedly. Statistics helps us measure that uncertainty. Instead of saying, this investment looks good, statistics helps us ask, what is the average return? How much does the return vary? How often has it gone down in the past? What is the probability of loss? That changes everything. Because wise financial decisions are not only about return, they are also about risk. 2. Statistics helps identify trends. In finance, trends matter. If your spending is increasing every month, that trend matters. If inflation is rising, that trend matters. If a company's revenue is declining over several quarters, that trend matters. Statistics helps us detect patterns and trends over time. It helps us move beyond one isolated number and look at the bigger picture. And in finance, the bigger picture often tells the real story. 3. Statistics helps compare options. Let us say you are choosing between 2 investment opportunities, 2 loans, 2 business strategies, or 2 savings plans. Statistics helps you compare them objectively. You can look at average returns, growth rates, historical performance, interest rates, standard deviation, and probability of success. Instead of making decisions based on marketing or emotion, you make them based on measurable facts. That is smarter finance. 4. Statistics helps with forecasting. Forecasting is a major part of finance. People want to know, how much will this business make next quarter? How much should I save for retirement? What might happen to interest rates? What are future market possibilities? Statistics helps create estimates based on past and present data. Now, no forecast is perfect, and that is important to remember. But a data-informed forecast is still better than a blind guess. 5. Statistics supports budgeting and planning. Even at the personal level, statistics is useful. When you track your expenses over time, calculate averages, and identify spending categories, you are using statistics. You begin to see where your money is going, what patterns are hurting your progress, and what changes can improve your financial position. This is why financial awareness matters. You cannot improve what you do not measure. If this is already helping you see finance differently, take a moment to like this video and share it with someone who needs to understand that math is not just for the classroom, it is for real life. And if you enjoy practical lessons on mathematics, statistics, and financial literacy, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Let us continue. Now let us look at a few statistical ideas that are especially important in finance. Mean. The mean is the average. In finance, the mean helps you understand the typical value of something, such as average monthly spending, average return on investment, average income, or average profit. But here is the warning: the average alone does not tell the whole story. Why? Because two situations can have the same average but very different patterns. That is why we need more than just the mean. Median. The median is the middle value. Sometimes the median gives a better picture than the mean, especially when there are extreme values. For example, if a few people earn extremely high incomes, the average income may look higher than what most people actually earn. This matters in finance because misleading averages can lead to poor assumptions. Variance and standard deviation. These measure how spread out the data is. In finance, this is very important. If an investment has returns that go up and down dramatically, it may have high variability. That means higher uncertainty. Another investment may have more stable returns with less variability. Same average return? Possibly. Same risk? Not at all. That is why understanding spread matters. Probability. Probability helps us estimate the chance of an event happening. In finance, we use probability to assess default risk, investment outcomes, insurance claims, and financial scenarios. Probability reminds us that finance is not about certainty. It is about informed uncertainty. Correlation. Correlation measures the relationship between two variables. For example, does income rise as education rises? Do certain stocks move together? Does inflation affect spending behavior? In finance, correlation is useful because it helps with diversification. If two investments always move in the same direction, putting all your money in both may not reduce risk. But if they behave differently, your portfolio may be more balanced. Regression. Regression helps us understand how one variable may influence another. This is used in finance to analyze relationships like income and spending, interest rates and borrowing, advertising and sales, risk and return. It helps decision-makers estimate impact and guide planning. Let us make this practical. Example 1. Personal budgeting. Suppose you track your monthly grocery spending for 1 year. Statistics can help you find the average amount spent, the highest and lowest months, spending trends, and seasonal changes. Now, you are not guessing anymore. You are planning from evidence. Example 2. Investing. Suppose you are comparing two mutual funds. One fund has an average annual return of 8%. Another also has an average annual return of 8%. At first, they look the same. But when you study the variability, you find that one fund is much more volatile than the other. That is where statistics protects you from shallow decision-making. Example 3. Business finance. A business owner wants to know whether profits are improving. By collecting monthly profit data, analyzing trends, and comparing quarters, the owner can make better decisions about pricing, staffing, inventory, and expansion. Example 4. Credit and lending banks use statistical models to decide whether a borrower is likely to repay a loan. They analyze data like income, debt levels, payment history, and credit behavior. That is statistics in action. Example 5. Insurance companies use statistics to estimate the likelihood of future claims. That helps them set premiums, manage risk, and remain profitable. Again, statistics is everywhere in finance. Now let me say something important. You do not need to be a Wall Street analyst to benefit from this knowledge. You do not need to be an economist. You do not need to own a large company. You do not need to be a statistician. If you earn money, spend money, save money, borrow money, invest money, or plan for the future, this matters to you. This is why students should learn statistics in practical ways. This is why adults need financial literacy. This is why educators must connect mathematics to real life. When people understand statistics, they ask better questions. They stop being impressed by flashy claims. They stop falling for emotional decisions. They stop assuming that one big number tells the whole story. Instead, they begin to ask, what does the data actually say? What is the trend? What is the risk? What is the likelihood? What is being left out? Those are powerful questions, and powerful questions lead to better financial choices. Let us also talk about a few mistakes people make when they ignore statistics in finance. Mistake 1. Focusing only on averages. People hear an average return or average salary and assume that tells the full story. It does not. You also need to understand spread, outliers, and consistency. Mistake 2. Ignoring risk. Some people chase high returns without asking how unstable those returns are. High reward without understanding risk can become expensive. Mistake 3. Making emotional decisions. Fear and greed can distort judgment. Statistics helps bring logic back into the conversation. Mistake 4. Misreading graphs and data. Not every chart tells the truth clearly. Scales can be manipulated. Context can be hidden. Small samples can mislead. That is why financial literacy and statistical literacy go together. Mistake 5. Assuming past performance guarantees future results. Historical data is useful, but it is not a promise. Statistics helps us estimate possibilities, not guarantee outcomes. That distinction is very important. So how can you start using statistics in your financial life? Here are a few practical steps. First, track your financial data. Know your income, expenses, savings, debts, and patterns. Second, calculate simple measures. Look at averages, percentages, growth rates, and trends. Third, compare before deciding. Do not accept financial claims at face value. Compare numbers carefully. Fourth, ask about risk. Whenever someone talks about reward, ask about variability, downside, and probability. Fifth, keep learning. Financial literacy grows when you understand how numbers tell a story. And let me add this. Do not be intimidated by statistics. Start small. Learn consistently. Apply what you know. That is how confidence grows. Statistics gives you clarity. Finance gives you responsibility. Together they give you power. The power to think critically. The power to plan wisely. The power to make informed decisions. The power to protect your future. When you understand the numbers, you stop moving blindly. And that is what so many people need today. Not more noise, but more clarity. Not more guessing, but more understanding. Not more fear, but better decisions. If this message helped you, leave a comment and tell me this. Where do you see statistics showing up most in finance? Budgeting, investing, business, or everyday money decisions? I would love to hear from you. Also, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a student, parent, educator, entrepreneur, or professional who needs to see that mathematics and finance are deeply connected. And remember, when you understand the data, you make better financial decisions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.